Good morning. It's 9 o'clock, February the 26th, 2024, and our regular Commissioners Court meeting is now in session. First item on the agenda is roll call by our County Clerk, Mary Jane Manoa. Mary Jane, good to see you.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Judge Razzle?
Present.
Commissioner Mendoza?
Present.
Commissioner Morales?
Present.
Commissioner Solis?
Present.
And Commissioner Garza?
Present.
We have a quorum, Judge.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Next item is our invocation by Dr. Roger Miller, Commissioners Court Chaplain. Dr. Miller, good to see you.
Good morning,
Good
Judge,
morning.
Commissioners. and
Morning.
I pray for all of your health too. Let's, you bow your heads with me this morning. Our Father, giver of wisdom to all those who ask, we're reminded today of the words found in Proverbs 15:22. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. So your word again provides for us the answers to our present needs today. We approach today in this assembly believing that as we trust in your guidance and as we seek your wisdom, our greatest needs in this county and in our lives will be met. So we ask for a special enabling for our leaders to govern the people of this county. May our leaders govern with justice and also mercy, with strength and also compassion, and with boldness and also humility. And may they be granted the ability to receive your counsel and to apply it to the needs before them today as they prepare themselves. So, Father, prepare our judge and commissioners as they fully realize the responsibilities which they shoulder and also those from where their strength comes to handle these responsibilities. And in the name of the one who has come and the one who is coming again, in Christ's name we pray this today. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 4, communications, Commissioners.
Judge, we've been able to upgrade the lighting, as I mentioned last court. We're able to upgrade the lighting system from Bravo Park. So we have 10 lights that were installed about 14 years ago. So we're able to replace and upgrade 5 of them. So now it looks like a stadium out there. So
I drove by, you shared your pictures with me, and then it's quite a difference. It's very noticeable.
It's a huge difference. You know, I know a lot of people use it to walk out there late evenings. So I got a lot of requests from that. So, you know, we were able to save the money from trimming the palm trees, doing it in-house. So that's what allowed us to actually do this. It cost us $6,000 to upgrade these lights. Next time we're gonna work on the library as well. We're gonna work on the lighting system from the library, the little track that's behind the library. So that's to come, so just stay tuned on that one.
I also want to just make everyone aware that tomorrow, after school's out, we're gonna be closing 10th and Miraflores, because we're gonna be out there resurfacing on Wednesday morning. So parents that have kids at Villarreal, for Wednesday morning, we're gonna come in through 7th and get exit through 7th Street in Miraflores. So just so you all can be aware. So hopefully by Wednesday afternoon, everything is back to normal.
Yeah, it'll be a great addition.
Yes.
Great project.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
That's good. It shouldn't take long.
No, it
It'll
should
be a
take
good
about half a
working
day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's good. I know, I got a call from the county fair president over the weekend about the need for the court to approve the closing of Highway. Yeah, I see Nina in the audience. And, it's not on the agenda, Commissioners, but it's time sensitive. I think we can, not as a form of a motion, but agree that the parade needs to go on, and given the fact that, you know, it does need Commissioners Court approval, we can ratify it once, for the next meeting. But I just wanted to bring it up to the court that we'll go ahead, if you allow me, I'll go ahead and sign it. And then we can certainly have our county fair parade as scheduled.
Yes, we're good.
Any questions, Commissioners, for Nina? So I guess for the public, this will be on. Good morning, Ms. Gutierrez.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm sorry, as the parade committee chair, we were, basically I was really unaware that we had to go through the commissioners first to get the closing of the
highway.
location, the highway. So we received the form from Danny Flores from TechStop basically on Thursday or Friday of this past week.
That's fine.
Yes, the parade is scheduled for March 9th.
March 9th.
It is scheduled to start at 9 o'clock in the morning. and it's gonna run the regular route. I went ahead and submitted to each of you all either through social media or through private text, also an invitation for you all to attend the dignitaries breakfast, which is gonna be the same day at 7:30 in the morning at Brush Country Insurance. They're sponsoring the event. So all of y'all are welcome to attend, and of course, our parade and the kickoff of the fair itself starts 7th through the 9th, so we hope to see everybody there. But I really appreciate you all's consideration for this application to go ahead and be submitted on a timely manner. And if you all have any other questions, feel free to contact myself or our president, Mr. Rafael Garcia.
And also, the trail rides this weekend, correct?
The trail ride is this Saturday of March 2nd, and it starts, and the cook-off, the rodeo. We've got a lot of things going on, so basically Saturday kicks off all of our festivities for the fair. We invite the community, we invite, of course, you all our county elected officials as well. And that starts off, and we'll have our opening ceremony.
I think the weather forecast is
I
really
hope
nice
it's
and
good.
hot.
It looks like it's gonna be good, so we're gonna cross our fingers on that one.
Yes.
Good deal.
Thank you
All right,
very much.
Thank you all so much, I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Let's not looking now.
Thank you so much.
And just to add to that, we're moving in projects on Wednesday evening, so
Yes.
livestock starts Wednesday night, so we invite everyone to go out there and support our kids.
The
Next
grounds,
week.
The grounds are
we're ready, good.
We're, as a matter of fact, we were just talking, we're getting everything ready this week. So by Friday, everything should be ready to go.
Okay, so,
This week.
Good.
Invite everyone to come by and grab a broom.
Right.
Community service.
Any kids that are in NHS or in eating hours, I guess that it'll work.
Come by.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, the high school, the NHS program had a pickup at the boat ramp
boat
this
ramp.
past weekend.
It was JROTC, correct?
JROTC, yes, sir.
Very good,
JROTC.
yeah.
So it was a great event, so I wanna applaud them for being out there and helping out, the boat ramp, which needs cleanup, on a weekly basis, but, we'll take, as it comes, so thank you to that program.
Very good. Any other communications, commissioners? We'll move on to public comment. This section provides the public the opportunity to address the Commissioners Court on any item on the agenda. Members of the public, we'll move on to item number 6, approval of invoices. And in your packet, we had invoices from February the 9th, 2024 through February the 22nd, 2024. And for a total of 3 million, is it?
No, it's 2 million, it's
2.99.
2,929,266.11.
Motion to approve as presented.
Motion to approve as presented by Commissioner Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. And the majority of it, which is 2.45 million, are debt service payments, on anywhere from we pay for our, debt service on our water plant, sewer plant. We have the road bonds that were due, the equipment, that we purchased, those bonds that we issued in 2021. So all those were due this month, so that, satisfies the majority of our debt service for the year. I think on the road bonds, I think we've got this payment and maybe one more, I believe, so we should be over, with those, which is a majority of over $1 million a year on our road bonds, so we should be done with those in the coming year. I think 2025 should be, if I'm correct, our last year. So we've got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 7 is approval of checks issued. And also in your package, we had checks from, February the 9th, 2024 through February the 22nd, 2024, for a total of $2,929,335.01.
Motion to approve as presented.
Motion by Commissioner Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We've got a, reports and presentations. We have a presentation from Texas First Rental, the Division of Home Caterpillar, to become an approved vendor of Zapata County. Morning,
Judge,
Brian, good to
good
see you,
morning.
Brian Martinez.
Good to be back.
Yes.
Morning.
And just for the record, Mr. Figueroa our county attorney called in this morning. He is feeling under the weather also. His assistant, Mr. Bigger, is sitting in. Thank you, Fred, for being with us.
Morning, thank you. I'm bearing a couple of, what we in the industry call swag.
Yes.
Morning, Brian.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Brian, Commissioner.
Thank you very much.
Judge, Commissioner, good morning. Thank you all for having me. Name is Brian Martinez for the record. I am a outside sales representative for Texas First Rentals, which is a division of Holt. Used to be Holt Caterpillar, but now we're known as the Holt Group. We encompass about 9 different companies. And if you include the San Antonio Spurs, but they do operate separately. They're not gonna transfer me to be the starting center anytime soon.
We're still waiting.
I know, right? Can't do much worse. No, I'm kidding. I joke if they're listening. Basically, what we do, we are the largest independently owned rental house in the state of Texas. We offer short-term and long-term solutions when it comes to equipment. There in your right path down, you'll see what an example of our line card is. We are not blind to the issues that most communities of this size face when it comes to budgetary needs, but we also know lead times on equipment that can be used for your needs every day in the county. Sometimes you can't wait to 14, 18, sometimes 24 months to get a piece of equipment because sometimes things need to be fixed immediately. So that's what we specialize in. Like I said, we do anything from day, week, to monthly rentals. We are a member of the buy board, so that does alleviate that for every rental not having to come before the court. I wanted to step forward here after discussing some issues with Commissioner Solis that there are some needs that the county has gaps in. And so as being a member of the buy board and seeing the community, the county's needs, you are in line to receive the best pricing that we can give. And then on top of that, we do work with several other counties and communities in our area cities. Currently I represent the city of Laredo, city of Cotula, Webb County, LaSalle County, city of Ensenada. That's just out of our purview, out of our branch in Laredo, but we also service multiple cities and municipalities and counties up and down our footprint. In the back of that card, you can see where we service, basically cover the entire state.
I think it's an excellent service, and the commissioners know full well, we try to have most of the equipment that is necessary, but we certainly are in need of.
It is an impressive fleet that the county carries, but as
Well,
goes with
just
most.
seen some of I know we're short of sweepers, street
Yes,
sweepers.
so as going along those lines, Judge, we do know that sometimes equipment breaks down.
Yes.
So if there's a need that we can meet, even if it's for a day, a week, a month, or whatever we can need, just to go in there. But as becoming part of the Holt Group, you do have access to our other divisions, including our Holt Industrial Rentals, which has larger scale power generation and air compression, temporary cooling in case the summer comes around and something happens to one of our buildings or we need cooling centers. I know sometimes we need heating centers in the winter, but sometimes it will
So
require
power
cooling
generation
centers.
is available, that's very
Yes.
important.
Yes, sir, we do have power generation. Of course, as your rep, I would be accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I do still live in the community, lifelong resident of Zapata up until about a year ago, lifelong resident of Precinct 1, recently moved to Precinct 2,
Yeah.
but have lived here my entire life. We also do have a tech, one of our field techs is also a Zapata County resident, so you do have that benefit of having someone here locally that can service any issues that we might have.
That would be
come up
Mr.
with our-
Cruz.
Yes, Mr. Cruz there, Mr. Clemente Cruz. We also, aside from the normal that you see, our CAT equipment, our backhoes, our bulldozers, our excavators, we do also carry those 6,000 watt light towers. I know we have a huge event coming up, something that our community looks forward to every year with the county fair. And we do everything with safety in mind, and sometimes those lights provide more safety than anything else, because if it can't be hidden, then it can be seen. So those light towers provide an excellent service. Currently just delivered 18 of them to the light downs for their fair this week. And so that's something that we're willing to bring here to Zapata. We have a commitment to every one of our customers. One of our models is to serve others with excellence, and that's what we do. We take a lot of pride in what we do. We don't put our name on just anything. Every piece of equipment before it leaves our yard or any of our yards undergoes a rigorous testing to make sure that everything is up to our standards to make sure that whenever you get it out onto your locations, it is ready to go, you're not gonna have any issues. If there are issues, we get it out here and fixed immediately, we're swapped out. From, again, the regular dirt moving equipment, which is what we do, we also have aerial equipment, which is, we have diesel powered man lifts that can lift, anywhere up to 135 feet. We have, extending telehandlers that can lift up to 10,000 pounds, 12, 16,000 pounds, up to 40 feet in the air as well. So, just in case, any maintenance ever comes up on this building here or anything else like that, you know, scissor lifts that are electrical power, they can go 40 feet in the air. If we need to do anything inside the building, we provide, tire socks and diapers to make sure we don't leave anything marking. We are, like I said, we take pride in everything that we do, and, we can set it up to where if you would like each department to have their own account to make, you know, invoicing and billing easier, we can do that. We won't send anything out without a PO. And, we could get with the auditor's office to make sure that before anything gets sent out, we can, however the county wants to do it, we're here to help serve you guys and to help, to make fill in those gaps, if you will. Because like I said, I've driven the yard being a former employee here a little over 7 years. I know the amount of fleet that the county carries. It's a hefty bill. But sometimes you need a specialized piece of machinery for a one-time job. There's no need to purchase it, have it sitting on your yard, depreciating in value, just to sell it 5, 10 years later at a huge loss when you could have rented it for a few days and got the same job done.
Quick question, as you know, we suffer a lot from our road, erosion. Do you all have any distributors as far as like for tack motion and stuff like that?
So at Texas First, we don't, but within one of our divisions in Holt, which would be actual Holt Cat, we do. And again, we would be able to get that going for you and would have all that stuff there. So you do, we're instructed to, in all our trainings, we sell the house. So if we can't get it, this is why we've grown as we have in the whole group, we have another division to do it. So I mean, we even have a division now.
We're always in need of one of those.
We have a division that does computer consulting now, which has nothing to do with what we do, but we also have that due to, for computer networking stuff as well.
That'd be good.
Yeah, so we can, like, I get with you, Commissioner, and we could work out a solution in getting it out of there. I'll get with Mr. Hank Moreno, who's based out of, our Edinburgh office, and he's the district manager who covers this area here. I could get someone out here to come visit with you or with the court and Holt to see if there's a solution we can offer in that. And like I said, it's just, we're not looking to be the long term, you know, we're trying to be the stopgaps. You know, just, hey, you know, for example, you call me and say, hey man, I had a backhoe that just went down, I need one ASAP, my roads, you know, we had a bad rainstorm or whatever, and I need something now, I'll get it out on a truck as soon as I can get it out here. And you can, or if you wanna send someone out there to save that freight, you can send someone out there at 7 a.m., have them there at our yard and be back over here before the end of the day and get to work, and we can just make that happen. I pride myself on having that open door policy, as far as with my customers and my clientele. You know, there's no such thing as non-working hours. I've been on vacation and taking calls and putting orders. When I first started, I actually got hospitalized with diverticulitis, and I was in the hospital taking orders, and the nurses were like, sir, you need to relax. I was like, well, I am, but I'm not out and about, but they laughed, and they would come into the room, and I was there with my little tray, and I had my laptop out, and, cause that's just the kind of service we provide. No one forced me to do it, it's what we do.
All right, well, thank you.
I appreciate your presentation, and yes, I think I think the commissioners work independently together, but independently with their crews and their accounts. So yeah, I think water work, we've got quite a few departments. I think would probably be a better fit if everyone had their own accounts and better to keep track of how their budgets are being.
And that is an extremely simple process, Judge. Basically, we would fill out one application for the county, and then we would just have the top form of that application, and again, I deal with Mr. Gonzalez with that. Okay. And it'd be like, okay, this is gonna be for, you know, Zapata County precinct,
as a whole,
precinct 2, precinct 3, and they'll assign them their own account number. And another thing that we offer that most other places don't, I would be your one-stop shop. Service issues, you call me. Billing issues, you call me. Anything, questions about rates or anything else like that, you call me directly and I forward it. I will never tell you, oh, it's because you need to call this office, or let me get you the number for that person. Now, if you have specific billing questions, whether it be the auditor, of course, I'll get you with our account specialist as far as stuff like that, but I'll never have you chasing, you know, going down the rabbit hole trying to find the right person to speak to. I'll get a hold of that, I'll do all the legwork, and then I'll get you the answer, or if you want to talk directly to that person, by all means, of course, I'll set up I'll set up a phone meeting or anything else like that.
All right,
All right.
Brian, thank you.
Thank you,
We'll
guys.
certainly be in contact with you and then try to set those accounts up.
I can, Mr. Gonzalez, have
Yes.
a meeting if you want, I can set something up.
I have your phone number, I'll text you mine in case you don't have it.
So you have my other number, I
Yeah.
think, either, so.
Okay.
All right, well, whatever, you know.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank
Thank you, Brian. I think we got a resolution, I think, is that correct?
Yes, they do, Judge.
Okay, yeah, let's move to a resolution, so we move
It's,
item number
20.
20, to approve the proclamation for Child Abuse Prevention Month, and this is from the Children's Advocacy Center. I think, I don't wanna keep y'all waiting throughout the whole meeting, so we'll move y'all to the front of the line.
We have some little agendas for you all.
Okay, thank you.
So as every year, we're coming once again to the Commissioners Court, this time a little bit earlier, but we definitely wanted to make sure we did it before
All right, thank you.
April, and that way we can spread awareness, as we always do. For the record, my name is Letty
Yes, you
Vallejo.
can approach the podium, thank you, ma'am.
We also have
Veronica Valdez.
Good morning.
Ed Rodriguez.
And we know Mr. Rodriguez mixing.
Yes, he's almost Zapata resident. But no, we're very happy this morning. Unfortunately, Dr. Sanchez couldn't make it today, but we're very glad that we could make it out here to the Zapata Commissioners Court. And more than anything, we always want to reiterate the importance of promoting our services and more than anything, raising awareness. You want to talk about our mission?
Yes,
before
of
we-
course. So good morning and thank you for having us here,
Yes.
giving us a little time of your busy agenda, I'm sure. So like I said, my name is Veronica Valdez and I'm a forensic interviewer and a family advocate at Laredo. And I also do forensic interviews here in Zapata. So I think we're going in our 6th year already for coming and doing services to Zapata. We are so grateful for, for you and the judge. I remember still when we came to ask for a place to do our services, and we were so happy that we got first the therapy department right here across the street. And then later on, we decided that we wanted to, come and do forensics as well, because we want to meet the needs of the clients, of course. So we came to forensics maybe a year after, when you guys provided the portable that is right next to where the licenses
Right,
are.
correct, yes.
And we're so happy we come, like when I get a call for a forensic, I join Edwin, on the road, and sometimes it's on Tuesday or Wednesday. But I always tell the investigators, if it's something that is an emergency, they can always take him to Laredo, but if they cannot travel for, instances about immigration,
Sure.
purposes, we come to Zapata and provide the services. So it's something that we really like to do, because we don't want the parents to travel. Sometimes they don't have the needs, or they don't have a good vehicle to travel. So we want to come in and do the service here. So I know we have some new faces, and I want to explain a little bit about forensic interview. And I want to tell you a little bit about what it is. So pretty much a forensic interview is a tool that is being used by law enforcement or CPS, in this case, the Department of Family and Protective Services. That's the first tool they use to conduct an investigation. So an investigation is when someone, either a community person or someone from the school, made a report about a child abuse. And in this case, child abuse is when someone has done something to a child. In this case, could be physical abuse, sexual abuse, or just neglect. Or sometimes the child has been a witness of a crime. So we interview the kids. The interview is recorded because we don't want the kids to be asked questions over and over again. And that interview is recorded, and we give it to the law enforcement, and that's the first thing that they use. They gather evidence, they interview other people, adults. So the interviews that we do is from the ages of 2 all the way to 17 years old. We do sometimes interview adults of special needs, and in this case is when there's abuse of an elderly at a home health care, or maybe at a school. When there's kids that are already 20, 21 years old and they're still attending school, we also interview them. So we work very close to the schools. In this case, it will be Zapata ISD, and then of course with the law enforcement here, which is Zapata County Sheriff Department. We're doing this because of course we want to stop abuse, and it's impossible to stop it. With the things that we do, we try to do the best that we can. And with everyone's help, like Letty mentioned, we want the community to be aware of the services that we offer. That way they know that there's someone they can help them, okay? So our mission statement, and you're gonna read it right now with our proclamation, it says to break the cycle of child abuse through community education, training, and prevention, and to allow the child a chance to heal through intervention in a child-sensitive environment. So right now, I know Mr. Edwin Rodriguez is gonna explain a little bit about the services that he does here in Zapata. But I don't know if you have any questions about the forensic interview process or the services that I offer when I come to Zapata. Any questions?
Well, just the number of incidents, or do we have a serious problem in our community, or?
We don't have I mean, it's not so serious like in every other community, but,
But there are instances when your services are required.
yes, definitely. So, let's say, like myself.
And one would be important enough
Well,
and
we
serious
inform,
enough.
like every child,
Yeah.
every case that we get is important,
Yeah.
regardless whether it's something small, it could be like a slap or like someone hitting someone or bullying in the school, every case is important for us. Of course, after that, the investigation is different because for sometimes it's not a criminal offense, it could be just like maybe the parents need some services, I guess how to protect their kids, how to guide them, sometimes it just lands into that. But every service is important for us.
So y'all work very closely with the schools y'all have?
We do. We
Yes.
work with, really close to the schools where, we get the call and we know it's something important, we come right away. If it lands on a Tuesday or Wednesday, but like I mentioned, some of the investigators, if it's something as an emergency, let's say a rape, we come right away, or sometimes they take it to a rape. So I know from the sheriff department, it's, we work really close and they're really good about, communicating with us all those, information. So, I don't wanna scare you, but, sometimes I do come maybe 3 times a month, for an interview. And after my interview, of course, I always refer our children to therapy, and I know Edwin is really good. He's been here for quite a few years, and we love, coming and lunch and then go back to the services. And I think he is really well known already in this department.
So
But
you know all our excellent restaurants.
Yes.
we do, and all of them are delicious. We love coming by, and we know that it's gonna be working lunch, so we love it even better.
One thing that I really wanted to point out, we just finished our Christmas season, and the support that we got from the
Yes.
Zapata community. I know Ram Outdoors, they did a phenomenal
Yes.
job in doing the toy drive collection. They felt the boat, and they really, really did. So
That's good
all
to
of
hear.
those, of course, I know a big portion stayed in the Rainbow Room here
Yes,
in Zapata, and then
yes.
they also had they made the favor of taking the other ones to our center, so that always helps. And it's really nice to know that, regardless of the 45-minute distance, I mean, we're still counting with that support of Zapata.
Yeah, and we were grateful, yes. So the Rainbow Room, so you guys know it's, we provide a toy or a comfort item, we call it comfort item, to every child that we see as a forensic interview the first time. And then after that, of course, it's gonna be with therapy, and when they, I guess when they finish therapy, we also give a little token of appreciation for the parents to bring them all the time for, for counseling, yes. Any questions about my
Any
services?
more questions, Commissioners?
Okay, then Edwin is gonna talk a little bit about the.
Good morning, Edwin.
Hi, good morning. So, like Velo said, that once the child makes an outcry at the forensic interview, they'll go ahead and get referred over to me. So over the past year, we've serviced 11 different clients for therapy. For the 11 different clients, that results in 7 families, because in some of the families there was multiple siblings. So currently I am seeing 4 here in Zapata, so I have a full day on Tuesdays. And there's 2 additional that they decided to prefer online. So we're doing online services for them. So there's currently 6 clients from Zapata that are receiving therapy services. So it's trauma-informed care, depending on the age, we'll also do some play therapy as well. And our playroom is fully stocked the same way as it is in Laredo. Our center here is really nice. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. We appreciate the services y'all provide to our community.
And last but not least, we're about less than 40 days from our conference. You'll find the information there in your packets. If it's not possible for you to attend, we would appreciate for you to, share the news, share the event with anyone. The entire community is invited, and I'm sure anyone can learn from all the topics that we're gonna have.
From
So
professionals.
April 3rd, at Tammy.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'll go ahead and read the
Yes,
proclamation.
thank you so much.
Whereas, as of 1997, about 13,720 children between the ages of 2 through 17 have been reportedly victimized and at all times re-victimized by unimaginable sexual, physical, and/or emotional abuse. Whereas in fiscal year 2022-2023, approximately 470 child victims received Children's Advocacy Center of Laredo, Webb County. 12% were ages of 0 to 5, 50% were ages from 6 to 12, 37% were ages of 13 to 17, and 1% were individuals 18 and over with disabilities. And whereas 28% of victims were male and 72% of victims were female. Whereas research indicates that for any one child that outcries to abuse, there are 10 still silent. And whereas child abuse prevention is a community responsibility and finding solution depends on involvement among all people, and whereas communities must make every effort to promote and support programs that benefit children and their families, and whereas effective child abuse prevention programs succeed because of partnerships among a variety of entities, including but not limited to schools, religious organizations, law enforcement agencies, child protective services, prosecution agencies, medical professionals, mental health professionals, children's advocacy centers, and other community-based nonprofit organizations. And whereas everyone in the community should become more aware of child abuse prevention and consider helping parents raise their children in safe, nurturing environments, as well as supporting local professionals dedicated to meeting the needs of child abuse victims. Now therefore, I, Judge Joe Rathmel, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Texas as Zapata County Judge, and on behalf of the Zapata County Commissioners Court, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2024 as Child Abuse and Neglect Awareness and Prevention Month in Zapata County, and urge all citizens to work together to reduce child abuse and neglect and to significantly improve the response of our community when child abuse occurs in the months and years ahead. Thank you, and we'll sign that proclamation. And you need to sign it right now, or do you want?
We can have everyone pick it up like,
Later? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, thank you all so much.
Maybe just a group picture?
Yes, of course.
Can we do one?
Make sure and Dr. Sanchez can know that we were here.
Proof.
Thank you. Next to Edwin and his, I look like this.
Oh, awesome.
The tall one in the middle. Ready?
And the tiptoe.
1, 2, 3. And let's do another one a little bit closer. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much. Judge. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking prisoners.
Permission.
Thank you.
Doing it right now?
Very good.
You're hired, Dr. Miller. Judge, for the record, Judge, I'll make a motion to approve the proclamation as presented.
Motion by
I'll
Commissioner.
second the motion, Judge.
Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Move on to the action items. We will deliberate and consider action on item number 9, is to approve the estimate for the replacement of 4 16-foot by 14-foot roll-up doors at the Zapata County shop. Commissioner, I was visiting with our office manager there, Ms. Medina, and she showed me, and of course, some of your previous leaders were there also, the difficulty of those doors and opening them.
Door
They are-
and lighting.
Yeah,
Doors
and
and
they're a
lighting.
hazard. I know we didn't budget for them, and I thought, you know, I did get an estimate, I think it's in your packet. I did.
1,835.
Yes, I did reach out to the original builder of those doors. I didn't get a call back from him, so.
Was it Fickle?
Yes, I did reach out, you know, Mr. Hernandez does that type of work, and he's got, a family in Laredo that does that type of work. So I told him, get me an estimate on it, see how much we could afford, whether we need to replace them all today or this year or wait till next year, but I'm concerned about the safety and just opening them, I think they could hurt their backs, they're that hard to open.
Judge, I'll make a motion that we approve the purchase of the 4 doors, so that we can take care of it for the safety of our employees.
I would agree on that.
Well, and what about the lighting, Judge? I know
They're working on an estimate on that.
Okay.
As
I know
far
it's
as,
very dim in there for the mechanic.
yes.
Okay.
I'll second
We got a motion by Commissioner Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Morales. And of course, this will come from the non-department, but I think it's important that we, yeah, well, those doors have been there more than 20, 30 years, so I think,
Safety issue.
What was the total,
Safety issue.
Judge? What was it? 20,835.
so it's 4 big doors, and I priced them, they aren't very expensive.
Pending the lights.
20,835.
Yes, that doesn't include the lights.
Okay. Pending the lights and the.
So
the near
model
future.
2400 commercial overhead.
Yeah, that was very important as well, the lighting. Very dim. in there.
Yes, so we'll continue working on that, yeah. I think, one thing that we discussed there also with her last name, I forget.
Mireya.
Peña, okay, Ms. Peña was that, and of course, it does serve a purpose now, that old roof structure that we have equipment under it, but maybe we can start at some point, Commissioner, before the new budget, start removing it with county crews, and then try to see if we can build a new structure for all our equipment that,
Me and the commissioners have actually discussed about it, and we're gonna see if we can get like a little plan going from
Yeah.
a engineer.
It does serve a purpose right now, but, it's, you know.
It's also a
For
safety
the
issue.
Yeah.
the building that we wanted to do.
That old roof structure, we can maybe remove it before the new budget and maybe try to build a new, or decide where we can place a better structure, if it's the same there, same place.
I think
or-
it'll work, same spot.
Yeah.
It'll work out.
Just, I know we talked to certain individuals, but we can continue moving forward, that we can have less number.
A number of,
Yeah,
an estimate.
and, yeah, we can knock it down ourselves and maybe we probably have to remove the concrete that's there.
Yeah, that's,
And then, yeah, see, we can.
But it definitely needs to be done.
yeah, cause it would be nice to have like running water there as well, so they can wash their hands, electricity, lighting, and also cameras for wireless
Yeah, I think that
cameras.
would be a good upgrade to try to include in our next upcoming budget.
Mhm. Sounds good.
Okay, so I got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
You got the motion and second, right there?
Mhm.
Motion one, okay. Item number 10 is to award administrative services to assist with the fiscal year 2025 Operation Lone Star Grant application. Commissioners, we put this item on the agenda for request for proposals or qualifications. I think the deadline is February the 14th for submission for the new funding cycle. We had one applicant come in on time. There was a second applicant that came in but was late. So basically what it amounts to is, and he's currently helping the county out. You know, we're very fortunate that he was able to come in and kind of rescue our first application and get the funding, that approval process moving. We've been approved for $580,000 of reimbursement. We're still waiting for those monies to come in, but the process is moving on our current OLS grant. And this would be for the 2025. There is a limit up to $5 million in the application. It will be approved for $5 million, but we can apply for up to $5 million in funding. And what Mr. Rodriguez is offering is the 3.5%, dependent on how much we receive. I think he put a total of $175,000, but that would be with the entire $5 million that we did receive.
Judge, considering the work that Mr. Rodriguez has done for us and successfully submitting paperwork and getting us the reimbursements, I'll make a motion that we award it to Rodriguez Professional Business Solutions.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Solis.
Colina Vargas came in late.
He turned, the deadline was Thursday the 22nd, and we require,
Hard
an
copy.
email, a digital, and 4 hard copies. He came in with a email like a few minutes before noon, and he didn't turn in the required hard copies till the next day at almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so.
We got it on Friday afternoon, the packet.
We have certain, requirements
Yeah, I
and you
know
need
how,
to fulfill
I know how
them.
it works, it needs to be on time.
Yeah, it needs to be on time.
Red flag from the go.
Right.
Red flag from the
Motion
get-go.
stands.
Motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item, number 11 is to consider the selection of a civic project for submission, to the fiscal year 2025 Congressional Community Project Funding. The Congressman Cuellar reached out to me, commissioners, on, you know, this is not imminent, we don't have to do it today, but start, with the process of selecting a community project that would improve, certainly some of our facilities, for submission as, for the next possible earmark, see if funding would be available. And, so we can certainly discuss certain projects.
We had talked about the arena, I think. Was
The
one of
arena is, that one's already,
That was already-
Okay, that was
it's in
already-
line to
We
receive
talked about the
funding.
public library as well.
I talked to Mr. Cuellar last 2 weeks ago. We're hoping that hopefully by mid-March, those fundings should be coming in.
In place for the arena, yes, correct, yes. So that is, in line, and hopefully we can get, those projects moving. We of course, our emergency operations center, that's moving along. Got the fire department, that's moving along. Things take time, but, they are moving,
Does it have to be one specific, project, Judge, or can it be broken up, like, let's say we are each wanting to do improvements in our parks that need drastic, upgrades and.
I think we can, you know, I think anything is viable if what the
Cause
commission.
I know our parks need lighting, we need, restroom facilities.
I recently purchased some lighting for the Veterans Park down here, and we're actually moving along with it. So we'll be installing them sometime this week, if not.
I know the softball fields in one, for example, the big field on the hill, it doesn't have any lighting, that, you know, it doesn't need lighting, you know, things like that.
He would prefer a civic, and all that applies, a civic project.
And it would work also for roads? 'Cause-
I'm not sure about roads, commissioners, I don't know.
No, I think it has to be civic, I think it's specified, yeah, civic purpose.
But we can certainly toss it around, y'all think about it, and we can,
Upgrades
I
to
just wanted
the
to.
centers, community centers, or the.
Community center,
A-
the library,
a-
Boys and Girls Club, closing, that recreation center.
I think, you know, we're talking about, you know, another one of the options was, the Boys and Girls Club, you know, closing it up, having an indoor recreation area.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
for the basketball, since, you know, our sports are picking up.
There is a
That'd be
limit as
very
to how
good.
much we can, apply for, so
Yeah.
if we spread it out too much, we might not be able to do
I know also, and we might be asking for too much, Mr. Morales, Commissioner, I'm not sure what the cost was, but a multi-purpose field like the ones the school district has built would be awesome also, because we have a lot of kids that play, you know, volleyball, different sports. A multi-purpose field would really satisfy that need as well. You know, just ideas.
Just the location.
And like San Ignacio would also need like a little canopy, not a canopy area, but like a little barn for kids to go after school and all that, so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of needs,
There's
there's
a
no
need,
doubt,
yeah.
so we just need to maybe
Put the money
visit
to
with
good
the
use.
congressman
Yeah.
and his office and see how much we can apply for, and how, if we can, will it affect our scoring, if we have too many little projects, or just have one project?
And for public knowledge, all this goes on a scoring, system, so
Correct.
just so they can be aware how it works, you know, so it just depends what projects we propose, it's gonna get scored, so we're gonna get graded on points.
Yeah, so we,
So we need to choose a good project, you know, so we can score high.
yes. So we can, I'll bring this back, maybe a month from now. I think that'll be a sufficient time for us to get together, and then, you know, take a vote on what project we select, and move it forward, and hopefully there'll be funding available for it, and Congressman can help. And if he can help us out with all the projects, we can get that information too. I mean, we'll try.
Motion to table, Judge, for this
Motion to
item.
table, item number 11, Commissioner Morales, seconded by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion table, we'll bring that back in this item in a month. Item number 12 is to hire Maribel Garza to the available Operation Lone Star Clerk, position at the District Clerk, slot number 5, at $10 an hour. Position is 100% grant funded. And this is a position that is, available in our current funding, cycle.
Motion to approve, Judge, the hiring of Maribel Garza at $10 an hour.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, second by Commissioner Morales. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 13 is to combine precinct 1A and 1B for the Democratic and Republican primary election to be held on March the 5th, 2024. And this would be the Lopeño.
It's actually Falcon. We want to put Falcon with Lopeño. We cannot find workers, that anybody willing to work. Okay, they need to be a resident of that precinct. Okay, they have to go through a training, get certified. We've had some people come in, or show interest, but we had some that were not registered to vote, some were not registered in the county, and then some just came in when they saw the equipment. It was like, no, we don't want to do it. And then when they found out that they had to do training and certification, it's like, no.
So you guys are short-staffed, that's why you wanna combine it. Judge, I'll make a motion to
So
combine.
we're moving it
precinct
to
1A and
Falcon,
1B.
Mary?
We're moving it from Falcon to Lopeño.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all voting for 1A and 1B will be in Lopeño?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I
And
understand
it's
the other one.
the state is good with that.
Okay.
Motion by Commissioner Solis.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Mendoza. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 14 is to request the filing of a claim regarding overcharge on the Visa and MasterCard. The deadline is May 31st, 2024. Good morning, Ms. Mendoza.
Good morning, Judge,
Good morning.
Commissioners.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This particular item is they sent me a letter. It's from the payment card interchange, fee settlement class administrator. And it says that I don't know, I think you all have a copy, too?
Yes,
Yes, we do have it.
On the back of the form, or this letter, it has that we have 661 transactions with a volume of $263,813.24.
263,000?
The
Yes.
charge,
Yes.
that was what was collected.
263, just for the record, 1,000, you said million.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Great job.
263,000. Oh, there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Through credit cards, but anyway, this is a credit card, issue, and they've already filed a lawsuit. The company has filed a lawsuit, and they've settled, and our fees are a part of the $3,835. We won't get all of it, but there is some amount, but we do need to file it.
Okay.
It needs to be filed, and Mr. Rita asked that Mr. Figueroa,
File it.
file it for us.
Okay.
So,
I'll make a motion, Judge, that we approve to file the claim pending revision by legal.
Okay, and it's a little less than 3,005, or
Yes.
what percentage would you know?
it's on here. It says that it's a percentage, but I don't recall seeing the
Yeah.
percentage amount,
The font is too little for me, I can't.
yeah. But, whatever we get, if we get anything from it, we'll.
Yeah, it's worth filing. Okay.
All right.
All right, we got a motion to file by Commissioner Mendoza, second by Commissioner Solis.
Yes, sir.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We'll get that, Mr. Bidder, to. Item
Thank you,
number
Ms. Mendoza.
15 is to approve the Zapata National Bank depository contract for the next 4 years, beginning March the 1st, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Mendoza, second by Commissioner Solis. There's no change in fees,
No.
everything stays the same. They've been our depository for many, many, many years, so they were the only applicant.
They were the only, also the ones,
So I appreciate them still wanting to serve us, so, okay, we got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 16 is to approve invoice from Ramza Electromechanic for repairs to a submersible pump, a grinder pump, for the amount of $5,970. That's at the regional jail, Commissioner. We got a.
Motion to approve,
I'll
Judge.
second that.
Motion to approve that, by Commissioner Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. And this will also, I see, Joe, you don't have this in your budget to pay for this, right?
No,
sir?
no.
So this will come, also from our non-department.
Department.
We got a motion second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 17 is to amend Lakeview Ranchettes plat. Yes, morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Gonzalez.
Commissioners and Judge, for the record, my name is Roberto Lopez, and I'm here, with Real Notes Engineering on
Okay.
behalf of Lakeview Ranchettes. don't know if you wanna see the plat.
Yes,
It's
please.
just a plat that we wanna amend to the lot configuration.
Thank you.
Y'all had brought this before the
Yes.
board already.
We are just amending the configuration.
So this is the Los Lobos road?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I remember y'all, another engineer coming.
Yes, it's with
I guess on the previous plat, is what we had got from the title company.
Uh-huh.
They had made an error, and they had told us that the property went a little bit down, so we went and checked again. And we took that area out of the plat, which is part of the Falcon Dams area, the Graceland.
So what exactly are we moving here, the road or?
No, the road, it is the same, I guess, the only thing that we're changing on the previous plat, when we went through the title company, they made an error and they insured the whole property, which it was wrong.
Okay.
So, we figured it out, we already took out the property, no property has been sold, right?
Right.
We're still, when we can correct the plat, so that's what we're trying to do, take out whatever was not the owners and replat it again.
So they had included property that did
Yeah,
not
I
belong
guess
to the,
this
the
area.
owner.
this
Was that in
area-
track number 5 or?
This area, this triangle
Okay.
had been included by the title company, right?
Okay.
But the markers, we found the markers.
It's
were-
Boundary commission markers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's government land, yes.
See, so that's what we took out, and there's another piece on the bottom. This triangle.
So they're following the 307 line on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay. So now make a motion that we
This
approve,
area.
the plat as presented to the board today.
All right, motion by Commissioner Mendoza to approve the replat of the Lakeview Ranchette as presented. And they're basically 5 tracks, and they're all over 10 acres, which
Yes.
complies with our regulations. So, yeah, is there interest in this
Yeah,
area?
they're actually already, I guess.
Kind of promised.
Yes, kind of promised.
It's a nice area.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's
It
good.
has a nice view. It has a nice
I
view.
welcome development in our county, so.
Yeah.
And they have that road access, they have water also. I
Yeah,
believe,
there's water, there's a 4-inch line, they're in the lows, and it goes down.
And electricity.
Electricity goes across the property.
So, yeah, these are nice.
They're ready to
people
be,
that those folks
they're
that like
ready.
country living.
Actually, 2 of the persons that wanna buy it, they're planning on doing something there, do a little nice
Very
house
good.
and cash.
Okay.
That's good.
Got a motion and a second by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Well, Commissioner, I think we need to sign this right
Yes,
now.
I have the original here, that's just. a
Well,
copy.
before we leave, we'll sign.
Yeah, okay, sounds good, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming.
And we'll keep this for our record.
We're gonna make a motion,
Everybody else
send
can
item
get
to
away.
You want to include the line item transfer, Commissioner?
and the line item transfer as well, Judge.
Motion, to approve consent items 18 and 19.
Street light on corner of Uribe and Gutierrez Street in San Ignacio.
Okay, and then, motion to approve consent items 18 and 19, by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Morales. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We got a couple more resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions 21 and 22, Judge, as presented.
I'll
Motion
second
to
that motion.
approve resolution 21, to approve resolution for the Operation Border Rescue fiscal year 2025. And number 22 is to approve resolution support of Homeland Security Grant of fiscal year
I'll second that
2025.
motion, Judge.
Motion, you need the resolutions to be read, Mr. Peña?
Commissioners, Judge, good morning.
Good morning.
So these 2 grants are for the fire department.
I see that, so yes, I said, because I see Mr. Arriaga as,
Yes, of course. So one of the grants is gonna be for, hopefully extrication equipment that we're able to update it.
good,
And the other one's gonna be for ATV and a rescue boat.
very
just So
good.
we can assist, the other agencies.
Well, you have our support, so you got a
Thank you
motion
so
and a
much.
second, you wanna read them?
I can't give
I'm
it
happy
to
with
you.
it.
Come on, Gabby.
I'll read them, yeah, I think it's important to read them, it's a public thing. So, this, Commissioners Court of Zapata County, Texas, resolution in support of Homeland Security Grant Program, HSGP, fiscal year 2025, whereas the Zapata County Commissioners Court finds it in the best interest of the citizens of Zapata County that the Homeland Security grant to be operated for fiscal year 2025, and whereas Zapata County Commissioners Court agreed to provide applicable matching funds for said project as required by the Office of the Governor grant application, and whereas Zapata County Commissioners Court agrees that in the event of loss or misuse of Office of the Governor's funds, Zapata County Commissioners Court assures that the funds will be returned to the Office of the Governors in full. Whereas Zapata County Commissioners Court designates Zapata County Fire Chief Daniel Arriaga as the grantee's authorized official. The authorized official is given the power to apply for, accept, reject, alter, or terminate the grant on behalf of the applicant agency. And now therefore be resolved that the Commissioners Court of Zapata County approve the submission of the grant application for the Homeland Security Grant application fiscal year 25, the Office of the Governor. How much is this grant for?
Which one? It was 250,000.
Okay, so in our match is,
There's no match.
no match, okay.
For both of them.
And the other resolution,
Border rescue.
the.
Operation, in support of
Border-
Operation. for border-
Operation Border Rescue fiscal year 2025, whereas the Zapata County Commissioners Court finds it in the best interest of the citizens of Zapata County that the Border Zone Fire Department Grant Out Program, Operation Border Rescue, to be operated for fiscal year 25, and whereas the Zapata County Commissioners Court agrees to provide applicable matching funds for the said project as required by the Office of the Governor grant application, and whereas the Zapata County Commissioners Court agrees that in the event of loss or misuse of Office of the Governor's funds, Zapata County Commissioners Court assures that the funds will be returned to the Office of the Governor in full, whereas the Zapata County Commissioners Court designates Zapata County Fire Chief Daniel Arriaga as the grantee's authorized official. The authorized official is given the power to apply for, accept, reject, alter, or terminate the grant on behalf of the applicant agency. Now therefore be resolved, the Commissioners Court of Zapata County approve the submission of the grant applications for the Border Zone Fire Department Grant Program Operation Border Rescue fiscal year 25 to the Office of the Governor. So we have a motion and a second to approve them. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, and hopefully we can, get those. I think though your, OLS, grant application is ordered. I think the phones are in order.
The radios.
Radios, yeah.
The radios.
The radios, so.
They're already, as far as I know, it's already set up, so hopefully.
Yes. Well, I think we'll continue to, support any grants that, y'all bring forward to us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
There's a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
Motion to adjourn, by Commissioner Mendoza.
Mary Jane, two
Yes,
resolutions
something
and
else?
one proclamation.
For the record, the sheriff has asked me to help the fire department in any possible grants that are available, and that's how I'm becoming involved in it.
All right. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
I'll second the motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. We are now adjourned. Commissioner, sign the flag before y'all leave.